I am absolutely not going, sorry for that, to speak to you today about asphalt thin layers, need for alternative solutions, need to maintenance, and so on and so on. No, I'm going to speak to you with the view of a citizen and a contractor about the big wave, which is just behind us, and we are still thinking about if the water is not too cold or what we are going to eat at lunch, which is what I'm feeling about all the presentations we have. Indeed, we strongly consider that we already have no choice but to go in a big, innovative approach. It is just a question of time to see that our market as road builders is going to change considerably. It's just a big revolution which is coming. So we can still speak about if we need in Slovenia to adapt warm asphalt, if we need to adapt with the maintenance system. Still carry on, guys. But in a few years, some of you will not be there anymore, and it will be too late. Look at what is going on. Your children will show you more, even better than me. This is the revolution which is going right now. It's not anymore the trend of putting centimeters of asphalt extra on concrete, on highways, and so on. It's over. Those who do that are too rich, and it will stop. Now, new technologies are coming everywhere, and it's affordable, even in our very conservative, old-fashioned road business. Look at that. This is coming in all countries, more or less. This is a fact. Perhaps not in Slovenia particularly, but in all other countries, geographically speaking. And this will change. 60% of the people here will not be in 2050 living anymore. So the consequences of what we are doing now, somebody will pay it. But we cannot ignore it anymore. We cannot act as if, let's go make asphalt at 180 degrees. No, it's not possible. It should not. This revolution is touching everyone. Perhaps not us. We are wealthy enough. We are satisfactory enough. But it's touching everyone. Even our customers are changing. When you discuss now with procurement people from Amazon, it's absolutely not the same way as people from DAS. This is another period of fact. Look at us. So the uses are going to change. How do we address them? We have, this is a global trend, to take care of all these guys which are commuting every day. Everybody is complaining, not yet in Vienna and in Ljubljana, but in many other countries, about the time you spend in traffic jams. We are facing more and more complex projects, which is good for contractors, but you have to address it in a special way. We have to work now, and this is a word that we hardly heard, with the citizens and the users. They don't accept anymore to be blocked by works. How do we take care of that? We are also facing some new stresses. We are coming to see some trucks now on some platforms with more than 800 trucks per day on logistic platform. It's new in design. Show me your design taking care of that. It's new. And we have, this is for a contractor, our big scare with newcomers. Look at, okay, this is examples you can read every day in the papers, okay? All this one. We saw that. All these companies were not present even 20 years ago. So, Bouygues, Colas, Strabag, all companies with many asphalt pavers, it's nothing for these guys. It's absolutely nothing. You have these major companies who still think that we take care of our business or we cannot work without us. But look at all these startups going, all these users which are coming on the market. And it's also in the very conservative road business it's coming. And all these GAFA and NATU, they are taking a bigger and bigger role everywhere. We received last month in Colas, Canada, the first request for quotation from Google. They asked us, it's not DAS, it's not the city of Ptuj, it's Google, who is working for City of Toronto and asks us to give them a price for paving this and this road. Believe me, we were armless and consider ourselves as just subcontractors. They just need our arms because they are not doers. But optimization, level of prices, it's the end of our business. And Colas is not made to be a subcontractor. So welcome in a new world. See different trends. Just by training, we manage, like we do every day, to increase slightly our results. We're working for that. We are trained for that as engineers. If we change techniques, look at in sport, we can do better than 10%. But you have to change techniques. And if you change technology, you can go a bit bigger in terms of progression. But what we are facing now, and I'm 42, okay, so I'm not a geek, but what I'm seeing is just amazing due to digital transformation. Look at just these figures. To double the world, sorry for the mistake, Norwich asset, now 72 days to double the data available on the world. Just that. So this digital transformation is touching us, yes, even us, asphalt pavers. It is totally moving the way we are considering productivity. It helps us cutting costs. Good. It also will help us to increase the performance of our business model. That's clear, these new tools. As long as we know how to use them, and we dare. It also touches our internal organization. We are absolutely not going to work the same way we're working now. And it also, please, let's consider them, it totally changed the customer experience. It's easy to compare, it's easy to change, it's easy to monitor. Look at that, for those who say that asphalt will still be asphalt. Yes. You see where is the car in New York in 1900? Where is the horse now? And it was just in 13 years. Imagine what we are living now in IT. Okay, 16s, data centers, iPhone, and big data. And we are just starting in our business, we're in 17, to consider what happened in 2010. Tomorrow will be something else, but it's coming. So our world is changing. If we don't take it and consider it, we will be all together as just subcontractors tomorrow. But tomorrow? So how we react in road construction? According to everything I've been hearing, on all the presentation I'm doing, and people I'm meeting, not that much. We are very conservative. No news, eh? I'm going to give you one answer about an also very conservative group, a very old lady, so hard to move. But these guys started, I'm part of, to create a special people only dedicated to innovation. I'm not speaking of new products. There are people for that. I'm speaking of people thinking about the market of tomorrow. It's directly managed by the president of the group, and there is, of course, people which are specially paid for that. So they are working on different levels, from products, of course, but also from ways to address the market. So I picked for you up some examples. Some are simple, some others you'll see. Nothing new, I agree. But who is using that on small-scale private projects? Who is using that properly so that the owner is asking for and you find benefits? This is a total transformation of the organization of the business. We are proud to show that in some, now we start only at 1 million euro, but projects in private business more than 1 million euro, we are at BIM. But we had to change all our processes. We don't make anymore any, stock survey inquiries. We use drones integrated in BIM system. But imagine everything we had to change, even from the processes of the accountings. Another point, we have more and more problems, and it's good, about the painless of our workers. Who is addressing that? We still have the same shovel from, centuries. So based on, of course, problems of health, with startups, we developed this exoskeleton. I tried it, it's amazing. So when it will come, today it's still expensive, but it will be less and less expensive. What will be tomorrow? Productivity is almost tripled. It's a buzz. Okay, but behind there is a technology. And this technology is increasing and improving every year. This famous solar road that the group has developed. This is just a thin cell, which is multi-complex, which is basically collecting the power of the sun, transforming it into energy. This is the basic stuff that you plug in any kind of road. So it consumes local energy, it produces and helps to prevent, nothing to give. But it also gives to the road a second use. This is the access. And the applications after that, they are only niche applications. You will, unfortunately, not see kilometers of solar road, but niche businesses in order to light up a sidewalk or to take care of any public services on the close. This is kind of things that we are considering. It's now test, available for all kind of traffics, and we have now 5 years of experience back. US, France, we should soon make a site in Croatia. Another point I want to open, which is also brand new, on addressing towards the question which has been asked with Herr Professor just before. We consider now that tomorrow, when is tomorrow, is the question, that we don't care anymore to build a road from point A to point B. The question will be to transport people or goods from point A to point B. And this is a total change of the business model. And we decided to address a special business. I've been creating that last year, which is called, mobility by Codas. The point is, this big data system is absolutely, this is a fact, transforming our way of doing and our way of behaving. And the acronym is clear. We speak of MaaS now. Mobility as a service. We don't speak of roads. We don't speak of railways. We speak of mobilities. So how can an old-fashioned road business can address mobility? We address asphalt. So we need to transform ourselves. This is led. We've been pushed to do that. It's not a decision. We've been pushed to do that by the change of mentality. Ask your friends. Ask your children. The citizen is taking again the power. The citizen is saying to this politics, please take care of that. I need it. He's now a consumer. He's also a supplier of data, but he's also he's choosing his best way. Look at the way all these buses systems are progressing. So our model, and we believe in that, you've got the citizens, which is on the top level. We've got us, doers, on the road levels, so we know how to address the questions. But the point tomorrow will be to address directly the need of the users to the road and to the transport. And we position ourselves exactly in the middle. We try to. The question has been risen of tomorrow, people will pay to have access to roads. Yes, I'm convinced. It's already ongoing. It's already ongoing. The question is, you have to find the right price for people to use it. Otherwise, you will use another way. Examples of concrete elements we are working on. Tomorrow, financing is the key point. We can say we need billions of euros, but if they are not, what do we do? So we address mobility by speaking with owners on Myers. First point of mobility is parkings. You don't have mobility if you don't treat parkings. And parkings, you are so struggling to find a place that you are ready to pay everywhere. So we are addressing, with some startups, with some partners, a way you enter in this is Saclay area, this is close to Paris, big university. You are pushed an app, very easy, it takes 1 sec, and you are guided to a parking place, already paid, already reserved, you don't lose time. You generate cash, which helps to maintain the road. Another example, we spoke about asset management. All these techniques of asset management are blocking asset management because it costs a lot of money. We speak of 150, 200 euro per kilometer of investigation. You cannot do that regularly. So the question, models are existing, but the acquisition data is always a problem. Nobody wants to pay for that. So we developed with a big industrial, it's Michelin, a way to capture data. It's based on different elements, an accelerometer, by the way. We know that in France, for example, you need 2,000 people to have enough collection for a department. It's a county of 100 kilometer side. And with this, you have enough data to characterize the way, on safety point of view, on quality point of view, of your network. But this could not have been possible before. Another point on which we also change our model. You have now, in many cities, some big job to do. But we also say that the mayor who start big jobs are usually not elected because it makes too much trouble. So we come in the market as doers, but saying also, we take care of the mobility around the site. And we developed a lot of tools in order to simplify the user way crossing the business. This is an example in Paris of a big work site. You know, we are building some new metro line. It's destroying the life of the Parisian people. And we addressed with people like Cisco, with people like Indigo, who are people managing parkings, how to simplify the experience of people crossing the site. Another example, you know, you heard about that, you have that everywhere now. We call that smart district. Before, we were addressed by the developer of the district to build the roads with a price per square meter of asphalt. These guys came to see us, and they said, guys, I have 4.2 euro per square meter to address mobility. What can you give us? Asphalt, concrete? No, mobility. The guys need to park, the guys need to have access to the electric biking, the guys need to have access to all kinds of services to be visited or to live. So I don't care about asphalt or concrete. Speak to me about mobility. So the question, what will be yours to help us in the business to face up this very big wave? So choose the right battle, please, to address. Is it warm asphalt good enough or not in Slovenia? Okay. Are the European Union practices for price regulation good or not? Do we have to use it? All right. What design criteria should we address? Okay. But I think these are already subjects from the past, according to a contractor and a citizen that I am. Thanks very much.